Okay, so I've zoomed in and I want to recolor a couple of these things. I do want to show you first that we can click on certain shapes, like this shape right there, which is that, I'm backing out of it a little bit. That shape, if I wanted to go to my brush menu right here, I'll make it back up on screen, brushes, there we go. I can come in and click it to anything I've made previously, okay, anything. So I can make it dots, I can make it back to what I want. Now I want to recolor both the pattern and the art brush. So I'm going to click, I'll move this to my other screen. This is pretty easy and it's pretty fun. So I'll leave this like this. Now all I'd have to do is make sure I'm selected totally on it. So I've re-clicked it over here in the palette. I'm going to go to Edit, Edit Colors, and Recolor Artwork. And now there's a black up here. Make sure the arrow is showing. The arrow has to be showing right there. And now it's talking about the black that's inside the artwork. So let's remove the black. Let's make the hue switch, but let's now have the saturation go up, and you can see how you can recolor anything you want to recolor in there, which is cool. I'll just make it be like a purpley dark. Okay, that's cool. Just maybe more of a magenta right there. Okay, so there's that colored. Okay, now let's click on the pattern fill. So let's do the same thing with the pattern fill. Let's go to Edit, Edit Colors, Recolor, and then make sure you're selected on the one that you want to fill here, because we can recolor the white too. I'll even try that. And make sure the arrow is showing. Take away the black, and then I'll make this to a totally different hue. I'll make this come up like that, and then we can just choose what we want, and you can see just how nice that is. I'll say okay, and life is good. It's totally reworking. Let's try to recolor this one. So let's click this. Let's like go to some kind of greenish teal or something. So let's go to Edit Colors and Recolor Artwork. It'll let you choose again the black. It'll let you do this. Then it'll change the hue, and let's go to more of a color like this. So look at how quickly we could recolor this artwork. It doesn't even take that long. Okay, that's kind of neat. Let's go to the red one and let's click here. And then let's recolor the artwork here. So look at how fast you can actually go do this. This one has many colors. So let's go do the gray. Let's do the black as a deep red. So make sure the arrow is selected. Let's go to a red color, saturated red. There, that looks good. And now let's take the gray. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. That was silly. Let's go to Edit Colors and Recolor Artwork. Let's go to the gray and make it like a blue. First I'll go to the first gray. Okay, fine. And let's just bring the color up to see what I'm talking about. Okay, that's the color of the let me make it really bright. There we go. Let me go to the second gray, and that's the color of the inside of the wheel. So let's just take this one to a saturated color of something. Oh, not that. That's terrible. Okay, let's go here. Let's make it brighter and make it nice and bright there. Okay, so that's cool. And let's do the white in a similar color as that. So I'm not sure we can actually color the white. Oops, the white. The white doesn't want to be recolored. So obviously I have to leave the white as white. It's just not letting me recolor it. Okay, if I click the white up here, it's still not letting me recolor that white. Let me see if I can recolor it though. I doubt it. I doubt I can recolor that white. So let's go like this. No, you can't recolor the white because it's not giving you the option to recolor. It's saying all, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it as that. And now we've recolored some of the things that are in our artwork. I'd like you to turn in a black and white version and a color version. Okay, have fun with it, but don't just give me a color version. Save as, and then name it what you want. And then you can easily put a drop shadow in this. The drop shadow was done by taking a copy of the compound path. So I needed to duplicate it. Now, I'm going to take it for now and put it up above the artwork. So I'm going to put it let me put it above here. So I need to actually move that compound path below somewhere. Like, I need to put it somewhere where I can get to it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me turn on this stuff so at least I can see it. Okay. Let me see if I can move this out. It's not letting me move that out. I don't know why it's not letting me move that out. Let me make a new layer and click on that new compound path and put it inside that layer. There. That was silly. I'm going to name it shadow anyway, so that's going to work out. And it's no longer called a compound path. It should be called, in a second it'll change to just a compound path. It took the word clipping away. So let's name this shadow. Now, I'm going to need 2 of these, okay? And it needs to be moved below. Let me show you, this is my artwork, okay? And let me turn off the shadow. So this is the artwork right there. You can see it, okay? I'll make the path on the artwork be bigger. So I'm clicking it and I'm just going to make it be bigger so it's a little bit more thick, okay? And I can make it be any color I want. So I'll just make it be a dark red. That's pretty. And now I'll close it and lock it. Now I'm going to move the shadow below that layer. Okay, good. I need 2 shapes. The first one, I'm going to make 2 shapes. The first top one has to have a fill of white. Did you hear me say that? Has to have a fill of white, because if I make the shadow dark and there's transparency in the real art layer, you're not going to see it. So I'm going to click the bottom one and make it a stroke of a lighter gray, kind of thick, and I don't want a soft shadow. I want a more of a graphic shadow here. And let's click black for this one, or a darker gray for the fill on that one right there. Now let me hit the E key and move it down and to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry. And now I have my shadow. Okay, now I want this to be less dark, so let me click that, and let me click the stroke to a lighter gray and a thicker stroke so it really shows up. Okay, so there is the drop shadow with a white fill. So look, this has the white fill and it's in position of where it's underneath the other bee, and it's working really, really pretty. So I'm going to hit Command S to save. So one more time, give me 2 of them, please, and use that edit, color, recolor artwork thing to recolor it. It makes it really fun and really quick. You don't have to go dealing with finding the shape and doing whatever you want to with the shape. Just click on the shape like I did and just go do that, okay, and recolor it. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next assignment guide.